Historic joint statement by former presidents urges protection of American democracy. Editor's note, personal opinion, we live in a constitutional republic, not a democracy, but calling it an American democracy does clarify some differences. In an unprecedented move, presidential centers representing 13 former U.S. joint statement, calling on Americans and elected officials to safeguard the fundamental principles that underpin our nation's democracy. This historic declaration, spanning nearly all presidents from Herbert Hoover to Barack Obama, emphasizes the importance of preserving a diversity of beliefs and the rule of law. However, it is noteworthy that the most recent former president, Donald Trump, is conspicuously absent from this crucial call to action. This concise yet impactful statement underscores the significance of values such as compassion, tolerance, pluralism, and respect for others. It stresses the essential nature of civility and respect, particularly during an election year or any other time when the democratic process is in focus. Furthermore, the statement highlights the strong interest Americans have in supporting democratic movements worldwide, as free societies abroad contribute to our security and prosperity here at home. Nevertheless, it warns that our global influence wanes when others observe internal discord within our own nation. While the statement refrains from directly naming any specific individual or leader, its timing and carefully chosen language unmistakably allude to concerns surrounding Donald Trump's actions. These actions include his attempts to overturn an election that he continues to assert he won, for which he now faces criminal prosecution. This joint declaration also appears directed towards opponents of Donald Trump, who think that Trump's America First is an isolationist agenda full of anti-democratic efforts across the country that are fueled by his false narrative and political vendettas. The world will not wait for us to address our problems, so we must both continue to strive toward a more perfect union and help those abroad looking for U.S. leadership, the statement emphasizes. The statement makes it clear that each of us has a role to play and responsibilities to uphold. It calls upon elected officials to lead by example and govern effectively, restoring trust in public service. It also urges the rest of us to engage in civil discourse, uphold democratic institutions and rights, ensure secure and accessible elections, and contribute to the betterment of our communities. This powerful statement, initiated by the executive director of the George W. Bush Institute, enjoys support from various foundations and presidential centers representing former presidents such as Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George Bush, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford, Richard Nixon, Lyndon B. Johnson, John F. Kennedy, and Herbert Hoover. Notably, the Eisenhower Foundation chose not to sign the statement, citing a lack of involvement in its discussion. The Carter Center, renowned for its work in safeguarding elections abroad, turned its attention to the United States in 2020 and again in 2022 amid threats to democratic institutions. In a statement, Carter Center CEO Paige Alexander stressed the importance of upholding the ideals of freedom and maintaining the highest standards of conduct in American leadership. Melissa Giller, Chief Marketing Officer at the Ronald Reagan Foundation and Institute, emphasized that the statement aligns with the values of their Center on Public Civility in Washington, D.C. She highlighted the urgent need to address the discord and division plaguing American society, emphasizing the decline in trust, social cohesion, and personal interaction in our country. Source: The Independent Yahoo News. This article is brought to you by Go Right News and edited by Peter Boykin. Visit gorightnews.com for more articles and visit peterboykin.com to learn more about Peter Boykin.